So this is a lesson in what not to do on a Huey mission on the ShadowReapers server. So I've just spent the previous half an hour or so out in an A10A, bombing a capture zone, killing everything that was there. The F10 map says that there is one unit left at the base, so I figure I can get out there with the Huey, a load of troops on, capture the base, kill the one thing that's there, and advance the front line for blue. Thing is with the Huey, it's so slow, and it's a 30-mile flight out there, so it's going to take me about 20 minutes. Just lots and lots of Syria going past me underneath the ground, just streaming by, a few towns and villages to relieve the boredom, but most of it I'm just flying along over desert and hills. Syria is a beautiful map in DCS. There's a lot of really interesting, really nice stuff going on in there, but there's also massive swathes of just sandy, flat bowl, nothing much to see. When you get to the hills and the rolling sand dunes, sometimes it's really hard to get some depth perception. And it's also really easy to get bored. So you'll be flying along, start seeing things, little white dots, it looks like it's reflections. And I'm not even a fifth of the way towards the target, and I'm already bored. So yeah, little white dots reflecting in my windscreen, distracting me, and trying to pay attention to my altitude. I don't want to get too high and appear on radar. I'm just constantly flying along, getting bored, looking at my shadow, checking the instruments. Just check them. Just start messing around with other buttons and controls, turning on my gunners, turning them off, noticing the door's not shut, messing around trying to find what control have I got bound on my button box. Closes that door. It's a bit louder, flying along with the door open. I've opened it now. There we go. Found the button that closes it, and just to double check, yep, the other one opens the other side. That's still closed. That's closing. I'm not paying any attention, and the ground hits me in the arse. Seriously, I'm only about halfway to the mission, and I've lost both my skids. So this is really frustrating, but I've still got a long way to fly. Another 15 minutes flying along. Getting towards the area of operation. Just as I come through this hill, I can see the base. So there's a couple of factories on the far. Everything else is destroyed. There's one thing left in there somewhere. If I had my skids and if I was smart, I'd just land at the FARP and I'd let my troops take care of it. But I'm frustrated and I'm bored. I've had a long flight. And now I want some action. And instead of doing the mission, instead of landing, letting the troops out, I buzz the area. So I figure there's probably an infantryman in one of the tents by the farm. So I'm going to buzz past that, let's have a look, and get my guns on, and see if I can go and kill something just for the crack. I don't see anything by the tents. The tents themselves might be the one unit that's here. I'm not very familiar with the ShadowReapers server yet, how it works, but oh no, I've just seen some ground fire coming at me. So I'm going to turn in. That's probably an AK guy down there. And oh, far too late. I realise that's not an AK guy. That is a T-55. So I'm going to gun it anyway instead of flying away. I hadn't already lost my skids, I'd have lost them there as well. And again, out of frustration, instead of flying away, getting out of range of this tank, I come come to a complete overturning. Lose my tail, lose my rotor engine, and that's the end of the game.